Crystal asks, I'm going to be riding my first century next month and like being prepared. What are the best things I can take with me on the ride? Great question, Crystal. For road and mountain cyclists alike, there is a relatively short list of things you can take on your long rides to ensure that you make it home no matter what happens. Though it's not too long of a list, it's more than we'd recommend for any short or jersey pockets. For this reason, we'd recommend purchasing a fanny pack, hydration pack, or seat bag to store all of your necessities. Once you've got your storage solution figured out, you can start to accumulate the following products. First and foremost, you'll need a good multi-tool that has a chain breaker on it. Both Lezyne and Crank Brothers offer several multi-piece tools that also include a chain breaker. To go along with your multi-tool, it will also be best to get at least one chain pin or power lock chain connector to fix your chain should it break. Next up, we'd recommend 2 to 3 zip ties. You never know when something might break, and they'll always come in handy during a worst case scenario when you broke your rear derailleur off and need to hang it on the chainstay away from the rear wheel. Most everybody has been saved by it at one point, and even Pro Tour mechanics are never caught without some on hand. I'm talking about duct tape. Whether you prefer duct tape or Gorilla Tape, don't forget to have a little bit on hand at all times. And if storage is an issue, you can always simply roll it onto itself. If you're one to be truly prepared, then don't forget to pick up a spare derailleur hanger for your specific bike. Murphy's Law states that the one time you don't have it is the one time you'll need it. Something that should be a part of every bike ride, no matter how short or long, is a derailleur cable. They're incredibly cheap, don't take up much space, and are critical to your bike's function. One thing that's always good to have on hand is $10. Whether you're bonking hard and need a burger, forgot to pick up something from the store, or are in dire need of chain lube, having $10 will do the trick. Last but not least, we'd recommend that you carry 2 tubes with you. Most of the time, one is plenty, but for the minimal extra weight of another, it'll make your day that much better when you don't have to cut your tube and tie it in a knot to make it home. So before your next long ride, stop by Art Cyclery and make sure you're well prepared for what lies ahead. If you want your question answered on Ask a Mechanic presented by Art Cyclery, send your inquiry to content@artcyclery.com.